What's going on? It's Mike Real Sports Life on all platforms. We're back for part 2 of this special episode of MCTV. At the time of this recording, we're having a terrible rainstorm, so you may hear some thunder and lightning and rain throughout this video. Disclaimer. We're going to be taking a look again at this UK security guard turned real estate mogul. 2 years, 200 units. Wodemaya is interviewing him. Let's get back to it.
Still, disturbing me. I got the money, put it on the account, went back, put on my uniform, went, security guard on the door. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. But I kept on thinking, I kept on writing. I was scared of coming back to Africa. I've seen many failed stories.
Wow.
People have come back here, they have come with the money, but they have failed. I was like, should I go, should I not go? And if I go, I'm just going for like 2-3 weeks during my holiday. I'm just going to spend everything, just, recklessly. And you don't know how long it took me to write that resignation letter. Actually, I wrote it, put it in my email, and I had to listen to a lot of motivation. I was listening to that, just to get the courage to press send. And I remember, it's like yesterday, it was around 3 in the morning. At night, I pressed it. I gave them the date.
There's something to be said right there. A lot of times, in your pursuit of success, you have to travel through the unknown. That's a part of the journey. And I think that's what scares a lot of people, is traveling into that unknown and welcoming that. And, being able to shoulder that and persevere through whatever the obstacles that are unforeseen.
I said I was going. And this was like 2 weeks before. When the day came, and I saw someone walking into the door to relieve me. He's a good friend of mine, Stanley Robertson. He's a Ghanaian.
Oh, wow.
Very good friend of mine. I didn't want to say anything, but I had told another friend, he was a Cameroonian, that I was going. I didn't want to tell anyone. And what? I didn't tell my wife. I didn't tell my kids. Because I was so scared. I didn't want to tell anyone who can tell me that I wasn't going to make it.
Wow.
And when I walked out of that building, took one corner, second one, I started crying. I started crying. I didn't know what I had done, but I was flying into something. I was scared, but at the same time, after 19 years, it was the first day I was walking home knowing that I'm not coming back to work. So I was scared, and at the same time, I could feel the freedom. I was like, all right, now, from today, I think life is going to be my responsibility. When you wake up for all those years, expecting a paycheck, and you are not going to get it another month, you are counting, you are seeing all those bills coming in. It must be a different thing. But I went back home. I had saved some money, put it onto the account for my family to feed on, and the following day I was on the plane. I came back here. And when I came back here, I had drawn all the apartments I wanted. I had the plans and I was ready to do it. Worked 1 month, it was already going up. And we had some family wrangles. You know how Africa is like. I got arrested. I was all over the...
If you're on the continent and you're watching this, or maybe you're in the States and you're watching this, what are family wrangles? That's just something I'm not familiar with.
News. And that's even how I came into media. I came in for all the wrong reasons. And when they arrested me, I was in prison, and I was like, all right, now I think I messed up my life. I resigned my work.
Talk about
I came here, I've started construction, is halfway, and here I am in prison, and I've left my family in the UK. The judge in the first place had taken me, they call it remand. They take you some time there as they are investigating. But we managed to fight it, and after a week I was out. But, you know, they were after me. Come on, I was making headlines here. I was making headlines. And people were going all over. This guy, he came from the UK, he's coming to take his father's things. His father died and he's here to grab everything. Like all the stupid stories were going all about me. And I didn't know how to do it. It was false. It wasn't the right thing. And I got one person, you know, a social media person, and I said, listen, I've managed to build my apartments. This was like now after 6 months, and they are done. I want to do a story about my apartments. Show them to people. Show them that this guy was a security guard. He came in here and he has his property. He's not fighting to take what belonged to the family. He was trying to put sanity in the family. So it was like damage control program.
One thing that this guy has a common theme of, it's like he spent those 19 years programming his mind to the point where all he sees is the opportunity and the positive in situations that he can then leverage to pursue his goal. This guy, like he said, left his job, left his family, went to another country to start building these properties, then got arrested while his family doesn't know he's over there. And then turn that into a diamond of a marketing opportunity. This guy has figured it out.
Down. I told people my story, how I was in the UK. And when people saw the apartments I constructed, they're like, no, listen, this guy was a security guard? And he came up with this? But I was telling them how many years it had taken me to construct. You see, when you're telling your story and people see some genuinity in it, they can actually connect.
Exactly.
If you tell your story and it has got a background, people can buy into it.
Yeah.
They saw possibility in it because I told them I was buying this, I was selling this, I was doing this, and then I was being paid this amount of money. I didn't know how it was going to capture the people. The following day when that program was posted, forget about the damage control we were doing.
Right. Hello.
And when I looked at my phone, during the interview I had given out my phone.
Number.
Oh my God, it was bang, 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 bang. So like, listen, I tried to make it to Africa. I tried to construct my house. Oh, my brother ate my money. My friend, we are not even talking. Some people were like, okay, all right, okay, so how do you want me to help? Can you help me? Can you help me do this? I was like, all right, I don't think I can do that. I don't think. And then I was like, listen.
This house is beautiful.
These guys are calling me, asking me to help them construct their houses. How do they even trust me? There's a saying that success finds a prepared mind.
Hello.
I was like, listen, I need to be prepared. I've waited for an opportunity, but that opportunity is not going to be packaged like, all right, yes, and this is your opportunity. God has sent it today. And I thought to myself,
man, take that message. Success finds a prepared mind. But the opportunity isn't going to be packaged how you think it's going to be packaged. You have to be willing to travel into the unknown in pursuit of your success. And bear the burden of the obstacles that you may encounter in pursuit of your success. But you won't get there unless you persevere. Crazy.
This must be an opportunity. As is it Jack Ma? He says, yeah, just find a problem and work out a solution. You get the money. I was like, all right,
get the money.
Your money. You're working up there. Listen, I've been there for 19 years. I know how it feels. Let us do it.
Look at this house, man.
And that's how it started. Yeah, for 2 years, I've built hundreds of houses.
For people.
For people. That's why they were saying, look for this guy. And
now
that's
how.
And
I understand.
Yeah.
You know what? Before I continue, I want you to take me around some of the properties that you think I need to see, which is close by.
Sure.
And then, yeah, we take it from there. Woo! Great story, man.
Let's do it.
This is my part 2, but I'm going to also do the part 2 of this when he goes around to the different properties. I mean, this guy is exceptional. In pursuit of his goals, you know, he got thrown in jail for just being in a place. I know, for lack of a better word. Again, if you know what family wrangles are, put it in the comments below. I'll respond directly to you because I'm curious myself. That's gonna wrap up this part 2. I'll catch you on the next one.
Look.